Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I am going to do our May the 4th spiritual principle a day in a meditation. I hope that you're doing well this morning. It's good to be with you. The title of the meditation, Willingness Gets Us into Action. Willingness without action is fantasy. That's taken from the Living Clean book, chapter 6, Commitment. Those of us who weren't stoned out of our minds from middle school science may recall the law of inertia. An object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion with the same speed and in the same direction unless acted upon by an external force. In other words, things tend to keep doing what they're doing unless something intervenes. The same might be said for people. When human experience inertia, it can signal our resistance to change. Addicts sometimes take this to extremes. Imagine that. When we get stuck in place or in a constant motion, a powerful force may be needed to provoke change. That's why getting through the doors of our first meeting is so extraordinary. This first, often tentative action demonstrates a sublime willingness. Looking back on this first hint of surrender, many of us might sense the presence of an external force that propelled us into action, individually and collectively. You might say that the force is strong with us. Then and now, meetings can provide a potent antidote to inertia. They offer inspiration and help us imagine a future without drugs. Beyond fantasizing, we learn from each other's experience and try out practical new tools. We give ourselves a break and learn to let momentary. We give ourselves a break and learn to let momentary or even obsessive thoughts of using come and go. Excuse me, guys. By attending meetings regularly, we get frequent reminders about the kinds of actions we can take to sustain our clean time or delve more intensely into recovery. The NA program holds the potential to change the direction or speed of the addict who still suffers, but it takes some cooperation and effort on our part. As one member pointed out, we say it works if you work it, not it works if you fantasize about it. We're not strangers to wishing things were different. In NA, we still hope and pray, but then we roll up our sleeves and get to work. As the age-old saying goes, if nothing changes, nothing changes. Whether I've let complacency grind my forward momentum to a halt or let constant motion block my awareness, I invite a loving force greater than myself to nudge me out of inertia. Beautiful. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference just for today. Please and thank you. What a powerful, powerful meditation. So delightful. I really enjoyed reading this today. It's been a rough morning. Um, yeah, it's been a rough morning, but only because sometimes people would judge you and not really give you an opportunity to explain yourself. And so I was really wrestling with this inertia, you know, uh, staying stuck in a thought process and not being able to extract myself into the here and now. And initially I told myself, I'm tired anyway. Maybe I'll just use a recording from one of the prior years. And then something said, no, this meditation is talking about breaking away from inertia. And what is the force that can help a person break away from doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results? What is it that can help a person change? It takes something powerful to interrupt or intervene the forward movement of you doing whatever you're doing, or to cause you to move out of complacency. This is what we're talking about is a spiritual principle of action, of willingness, of not falling prey to complacency, of not falling prey to the law of inertia, which is so delightfully explained in the first paragraph. I enjoyed reading that. It makes me think I might have enjoyed science back then. But irregardless, we're taking the law of inertia and examining how is it that we're complacent, or how is it that we're running riot and not taking the time to recover. We need a powerful force to interrupt either of those so that we can have continued recovery. And so today I want for you to be thinking about that. Am I a victim of the law of inertia? Have I ceased to move just because I'm comfortable in my recovery? I'm at a standstill. I'm in a rut. How about that? You've heard people say, I'm in a rut right now. Gotta dig myself out of this. Yes, you do. But your higher power, the God of your own understanding, is certainly willing and able to help you to do that. Today, I want you thinking about that. I do not want you to do what I just did, which was beat myself up mentally over someone being offended about something. I do not want for you to do that. I want for you to use this meditation today to encourage yourself, not beat yourself up. We look at ourselves so intently because we need to make sure that we're not falling victim to the law of inertia, of complacency, right? Of being judgmental. We do need to do that. It's important. It's very important. It's very, very important. We do need to do that. But I want you to also enjoy your process. I mean, if nothing else, after reading this, please look back and see if all the times there was a force greater than yourself. It could have been a nudge from a judge, but generally speaking, when we're talking about that, we're talking about our higher power, right? All of the times your higher power has been there to help you. I want you to think about that. And then move fast forward into your current situation where you might be experiencing some doubt, lack of faith, intolerance, dishonesty, unwillingness, right? And apply the knowledge that you have of all of the times, all of the lived experience that you have of your higher power coming through for you. You've got to do that. You've got to do that because that's what helps us move through some of these difficult situations that we're experiencing right now. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose.